Hey there, you, me, and DC fans, and welcome if you are new. I am the stepson of Krypton,
And I'm Mantis, giving you high fives.
or smack him in the fucking face. See,
Well,
there I
they
go
shouldn't be
again,
that close to their
like
screen.
cuss it. I gotta stop saying shit like that or that early. Again, not that we're monetized on our videos, but moving right along. Today we are discussing the unfortunate news that has come down about the Blade reboot that we've all been fucking waiting for. So,
Yeah, it's been a minute.
a little bit of time's passed. Mantis, are you ready to get into the discussion?
Let's go.
Well, don't sound too fucking excited. Let's just
It's
fuck it. Let's
depressing.
fucking go. Fuck it. Let's just go.
It's depressing.
Fuck it. We'll do it live. Let's go. All right, guys. As Mantis just said before the break here of the intro, it is a bit depressing, right? I've been excited for a Blade reboot and a Spawn reboot for that matter, but for the stick for Blade right now for quite a while, and we keep getting led on. Man, this is like the girl that we just need to break it off with.
It's been dragging. It's been dragging a bit. There's it. I mean, again, we were trying to talking off of a video here about this before we started the recording, but like, who in the hell is in charge of this project at Marvel or Disney or I guess Marvel Studios? I'm assuming someone Disney has some input on this, but like this movie got announced 5 years ago, 6 years ago, something like that, right? Like, I know it's been a minute that it got announced. It's gone through multiple directors, which the reason why we're bringing this to you today is because recently the latest director,
Another one bite the
Blades,
dust.
yeah, the Jan Dimanche, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, left the project. No reason given. However, I can understand probably why. He probably got frustrated about his, I don't know, creative vision for the movie, for the project, for the story, what have you. I know, I don't think we've talked about specifically the story plot that they had introduced into this film or what the rumors were that it was about. But I'm, of course, just like Marvel did with most of their stuff, it was going to be a female Blade.
Fuck baby, did put a chicken in, make her gay.
I don't know how that works, but apparently that's the direction they were going to go with it. But it's causing problems in the production, and rightfully it should. We've discussed this before, Cal, about you have a good character. The character is a vampire hunter. This should not be complicated. Make movie where vampire hunter hunts vampires, kills vampires. Success. This is how it worked with the first three Blade movies. Now, albeit the third movie was a little it was okay. It was okay. The first and second movies I enjoyed, especially the first one was really good. The fight scenes in that movie were fantastic. But more importantly, the character Blade was played by none other than Wesley Snipes, who did a fantastic job.
This is long before Wesley Snipes. Back then, we was the blackest niggas on the planet, according to Rick Ross.
As Blade. And one of the main reasons I bring that up is because this recent implosion of the director leaving the project again, Wesley Snipes released a tweet or an X. I don't know what they call it now. I'm just gonna say a tweet because I was born I've been on Twitter since the beginning, so that's what I'm gonna call it. His Twitter post said, "Lordy, lordy, folks still looking for the secret sauce, riding snowmobiles in traffic, kind of rough. Daywalkers make it look easy, don't they?" I mean, like, it's so ridiculous. And here I am. This is my opinion on it. Why are they trying to make this into some woke bullshit when it's easy? You have a character that they're all about the DEI, inclusion, diversity, whatnot. He's already black. He's been black. He was black. He should be black. Wesley Snipes did fantastic. Just make a vampire hunting show, movie, whatever, where the black dude hunts vampires. It's not fucking hard. I don't understand. I don't. Explain it to me like I'm 5. Somebody in the comments, explain it to me like I'm 5.
Okay, so the problem is because he's already black in the comics and in the previous movies, Mantis, he is not woke enough. Because the expectation is already that he is black. So we got to change it. Now it's got to be a black female. Right?
What are they going to do? He's already black. What do we do?
They are going to be a non-binary African American or whatever like they want to call it now. African American to say a non-binary black pseudo vampire hunter. Okay, that's the PC term for this. Here's the thing. So a lot of now what's happening with this is several months ago when we did a video on it, I will put it. It'll be showing up on screen as I'm saying this right now. That Bob Iger, the CEO of Disney, decided he was going to have squeaky toys go off. No, that he was going to rein in Marvel. Right? So, thought things were getting a little too. They were making too many decisions on their own.
Pop up. You're doing too much. Do less. Pop down. Pop up now.
That were obviously costing millions and millions of dollars. And this came after several disappointments. Ant-Man and the Wasp, the Quantumanium, the Marvels, several different avenues that they've gone down. So what Bob Iger had said is going forward, they are only going to release 3 movies a year and 2 shows max. That is it. The lineup for this year is already set. The lineup for next year is already set. That's why if you read some of the other articles, and I'll post a couple up here as I'm talking about it, they said that their belief is that Blade's not even going to come out till bare minimum wouldn't come out to 2026. Now, 2026, we also know we're going to have Avengers. As of now, was supposed to be Avengers Secret Wars. Okay, so that's going to be one of their big movies, as well as probably another smaller superhero movie. We know we got Fantastic Four coming up in 2025. Like, there isn't room on the docket through 2026 right now for Blade, right? So they're going to...
I get that, but, like, this is a no fucking brainer. I mean, you could have Wesley Snipes come in and do... I don't know. You could make it a mini-series or something on Disney Plus streaming or something. Like, there's so many things you could do here with it. Because again, Wesley Snipes has played the character before. I'm not saying he needs to play the character now, but it would help.
They're talking about him coming back.
I'd be fine with that. I know he wouldn't stand with a lot of the bullshit they're going to try and pull on the show or the movie. I'd be fine with that. But also, he doesn't have to be the main character. But him being in that leads some credence to the film or the show. I get that part of it. If they're trying to, like, I don't know, bring some of the older fans into the new whatnot.
The merge, right? To help us blend over.
Yeah. And again, I don't know. Part of me just feels like they're just dragging this along because they know. Here's the thing. They know what they should do. In the back of their mind, here's the thing. Like, I can just picture these executives, right? They're like, this is what we should do because it's going to make us money and it will sell. But we can't because the woke media mob is not going to stand for it.
Is there a problem, people?
No problem at all, Mrs. Kennedy.
We were just discussing ideas of what to do with the new Prince Eric movie.
Put a chick in it, make her gay!
Put another chick in it, make her gay!
It's so ridiculous. It's insanely stupid. It's, again, like, I don't want to keep going back to it, but, like, you already had the template. The first 3 films of Blade were successes. I don't know the numbers. I know the first one did well. I enjoyed the second one. It was pretty good. Third one was iffy, but I still watch it because of the comedy aspect of it. Ryan Reynolds is in that movie. Parker Posey's in that movie. It's funny. There's still some action and stuff.
Plus, Jessica Biel's fucking hot in that movie.
That too. Oh, I forgot about that part. Yeah.
Yeah, she's definitely fucking hot.
That's a
I thought
bonus.
it was still a good movie, right? Like I like
Yeah.
Blade 3. Hate on
It's
me if
just
you
not-
want. I
yes.
don't give
No.
a shit. I like
It's good.
Blade
I
3.
just yeah, it's just in my opinion, it's not as good as the first two, and that's fine. It's the same thing as like
Well, because
Jedi, Return of the Jedi.
the first one was so dark and it was so just like kick ass, like he just whooping ass. And then the second one got really kind of crazy. And then the third one, I
Yeah.
think they just lightened it up a little, maybe a little too heavy with the comedy and the things. I mean, you got
Yeah.
fucking Ryan Reynolds in there. What do you expect?
I'm fine with it. That
But I'm
part of
still
it.
good with it. Like it just, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I get it. But I can see the point where other people were like, "No, this wasn't my cup of tea." Apparently, wasn't Thor's. I hear him back there. So, but like, just like with this, where is my goddamn Blade movie? Where is my goddamn Spawn movie? Okay, like I'm like, you guys are in this DEI fucking like bullshit. We got to add all these racially diverse characters. I'm like, you have 2 movies where the main character is a black guy. Like, he's a badass. Like, where are the fucking movies? Like, I said, the blueprint is there. Just make it.
Yeah, it's
Don't
easy.
fuck it up.
All you gotta do is not fuck up.
It's easy. It's basically made for you. Like you don't.
Well, it's like Black Panther. As long as you made a decent story with Black Panther, it was gonna do great, right?
Yeah.
Blade is the same way. So is Spawn. And fuck, the original Spawn movie is goddamn terrible when you look at the CGI and the things like that. But it's still great. I still love that movie.
Yeah. I mean, that movie, to me, it almost kind of reminds me of the third Blade movie in that sense because the comedy aspect. I know you don't particularly like John Leguizamo in that. I think his character is fucking hilarious, like the fat clown. He's fucking hilarious.
It's too childish, is what I think. Right, for a rated R movie. What was the original Spawn rated R? For a rated R movie,
sure it is.
I'm 99% sure. But for a rated R movie, his character was just it like you had a rated R movie, but like so when the dad wanted to go see this movie to bring the kids, you had to add John Leguizamo's character. It was a little too childish. I mean, I love John Leguizamo. Don't get me wrong, but I just felt like the jokes were too kiddie, and I think it's because of the time it was in. That wasn't a thing. Where now, like rated R, like if you watch season 4 of The Boys
Deadpool
is just released, or Deadpool, like it's such dark humor that you're like, okay, yeah. Now, if he was acting like this would have been cool. I just again, it was cool when I was a kid. Now I'm like, it's a little too corny, but I get it. It's dated, right? I will look past the John Leguizamo kiddie jokes and the way he acted. Because I love the rest of the movie.
Yeah, I think, again, I'm so sorry, guys. I know Thor has been on this program before. He's got his fuck pig, and he's,
it's his fuck pig. That's a Boys reference, if anybody didn't get that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Tara's girlfriend.
What?
His fuck pig.
But like it, so... Sorry, I'm off topic here, but realistically, what needs to happen, and they won't do it, is, and again, this is the whole MCU aspect of it, making women, and we see this with Star Wars right now with the Acolyte trying to make women forward. Here's the thing: whether it's comic books or Star Wars, it is a male-dominated environment, and what I mean by that is your main consumers of the content are males. It's gonna be that way. It's probably it's been that way. It's always gonna stop. Sorry, I'm so sorry. He's losing his shit right now. Out, get out, go. But it's always gonna be a male-dominated medium for comic books in general. You have your neckbeards, your sweaty, dudes that consume this stuff. I'm not saying women do not have a part in it, like, because again, Wonder Woman is amazing. I love the character. I love the movie. I love the actress that played her. But quite frankly, we want to see a male, manly character like Blade do manly things, like Thor, like Iron Man. Is more of a comedy aspect to Iron Man, but we want to see those characters be strong and do what they do.
Kick fucking ass, right?
Yes. And when I heard that rumor or the script writing that they were gonna introduce female stuff in it, I'm just like, why? I just don't. Who is this for? Who? I'm not saying women don't watch these comics or read the comics or watch the movies or shows. I'm just saying your main audience is men. And when you try and do this stuff and then you blame the fans because they don't want to consume it because they don't like it, I don't understand. I don't understand what you expected to happen. You know, it's to me this is a layup. You make a strong black actors.
Come on, nigga. Yo, nigga, come on, it's me, it's Dave. We black actors, man. We gotta stick together. We black actors.
You make the strong black actor in the role that it was written for. You make him badass and kicking ass. He can even kill a bunch of white vampires. I'm cool with it. They're fucking white Nazi vampires. That'd be fucking funny. Actually, I'd be down with that. You know, that'd be actually
that would
funny.
be funny.
Yeah, bunch of Nazi vampires, Blade's fucking, torching them on the cross. Like, that'd be fucking hilarious. Go for it. That's great. We want to see the original character. And again, we keep going back to Wesley Snipes. Did a fantastic job with the character, partially because he does all of his own stunts in that movie, which is awesome.
And he's a big motherfucker, or he was back then. Like, he's pretty decent size.
Yeah.
But you have a chance. You have a black-led movie. This is a black character, okay? This is the chance.
Yes.
You go on about your fucking DEI and all that bullshit and all this stuff. You have a chance, and I say bullshit because the way they handle it, because they're not really wanting to put black actors in movies. They're just wanting to
check a box.
Yeah, they want to check a box. Because, again, if you really wanted to do that, where's our goddamn Blade? Where's our Spawn movies? Where are these movies that actually have these from the comics, from conception of the character? Right?
Yep.
We would have already fucking had it, and we could have a good one.
Yeah, and they again, I don't want to go too off into the weeds on the woke shit, but like this is it's not just MCU. This is Disney. Star Wars is infected with it. It's I don't know what James Gunn is gonna do. Hopefully they don't get too far into that. It's little to be seen there at this point because they haven't released anything. There's no movie or show or anything at this point. But you
have enough black characters in comics. You have enough female characters in comics. You can do their stories, right? Yes. You just have to make them good. Like Black Cat is really, at least where I knew her the most from was like in the Spider-Man cartoon in the animated in the 90s. You had Black Cat who actually got the super soldier formula like Captain America, right? So she was a badass, okay? Where the fuck is she in this? Like, you're like, she could be, without saying, oh, we're going to make a female Captain America. Well, just do fucking Black Cat, okay? Because she's also hero / not really villain, but she's kind of like an anti-hero sometimes because she does her own thing. Like, that'd be a great storyline. No, we're not going to do that. So that's why I like use what you have, not what is easiest. Not we could check all these boxes if we just turn her black and female, or turn him black and female. Like we can just check all these different boxes. Like no, just fucking use the material. These motherfuckers like Jack Kirby, Stan Lee, and Joel Siegel, all of them gave you these blueprints. You just had to follow it and not fuck it up.
They can't help themselves because what it's become, and this is Hollywood in general, this is not specifically Marvel or Disney. This is Hollywood in general, is they're not interested in telling a story anymore. They're interested in putting their life viewpoints and their personal views in their media, in their content, and putting it in front of you. That's what they want to do. Because that's what they've done the past 10 years. That's what they've done.
I don't know how you guys feel, but I watch these movies and these TV shows to get away from all that shit, right? Ironically, yes, we have a YouTube channel, but I personally don't have social media, right? Because I don't go on social media because every time it's always negative. Like, we talk about our comment section. It's like, a lot of the people will thumbs up, they'll like the video, but the only people who comment are the negative because that's all that's out there in the world. People just want to consume negative shit. And I don't understand it, right? Like, why can't we focus and like anything positive won't get a lot of views? It's always negative. And it's just like, why? I don't get it. So
Clicks.
I try not to. Yeah, I try not to consume that. That's why I don't do social media outside of the YouTube channel because we don't want to don't want it to be all negative, right? We want to watch movies based off of the things we loved growing up, which is the cartoons and the comics. Right? I don't want somebody injecting their ideologies into what I'm trying to consume. Otherwise, I would just go fucking watch goddamn Twitter and all these other and fucking TikTok and things like that if I want to see all this negative shit.
Yeah. It's again, and this is my final thoughts on the Blade situation and correspondingly the Spawn thing. Like, and we mentioned these two because again, along with Black Panther, they are the most popular African American, if you want to say minority, characters in the MCU or in Marvel, right? These are the main ones. The blueprint is there. They're great characters. Just fucking make the movie. It's not hard. It's really fucking not. He kills vampires. Make a movie about him killing vampires and it will be a success. I promise you. You don't have to put any of the woke shit in there. You don't have to do any of the power, the women, minority power. No, you don't have to include any of that because people will flock to good stories. And Blade is a good story. It's a good character. That's all you got to do.
You think about a lot of people will attribute the birth of the MCU / which technically I know the original X-Men and Spider-Man weren't in the MCU, right? But that's the birth of comic book movies for Marvel. A lot of people look at it, right? Okay, so you had X-Men in 2000, you had Spider-Man in 2001. Blade was 98, right? So he is OG pre-MCU, right? He was in there kicking ass, doing his thing, right? Okay, I feel like it's disrespectful to not have already, like, we've gotten 3 goddamn Spider-Man reboots since then, but we haven't got a Blade reboot.
It's crazy. That's crazy to me. Like, that's crazy to me. Again, I love the latest Spider-Man, but like...
yeah, I do too. We're not hating on, but we're getting ready to have a third Fantastic Four reboot. We're getting ready to have a third X-Men reboot because if you think of the original X-Men and now the younger cast X-Men, so get all this. Yet we've not gotten one Blade reboot. Like,
I mean, and there's good characters too in the DC. I'm just gonna kind of go here and mention, but again, Jon Stewart, Martian Manhunter is normally an African American character in a lot of the TV shows and stuff. Fine, it worked. It worked just fine. Just do it. Just make it.
Well, and guess what? You want to bring in a female? Bring in Miss Martian. Okay, she is she's in Young Justice. She's a popular character. You don't have to. Well, Martian Manhunter is going to be a woman. Like, no.
Yeah. Okay, guys. I already said my final thoughts. Do you have anything to wrap up?
No, because if not, I'm going to keep going on for the next hour and something, and I don't want this video to go on that long. So I'm going to wrap it right there, guys. You know our feelings on it. I will say this, however, if you have made it with us this far and you have listened to my rants and what Mantis is saying, I'm not going to say what he said was a rant, but my rants for sure. Consider giving this video a like, subscribing to the channel for more. He's showing you where the like button's going to be popping up. And then let us know down in the comments what you feel. First off, I mean, if you loved or hated Blade 3, right? That's the big one I'm wanting to get out. That's the most decisive one for everybody, right? Everybody really loves 1, and 2's good, and 3's where everybody kind of split. And then 2, like, how do you feel about this news about it being delayed versus getting us a Blade or a Spawn reboot? What are your thoughts on that? Or if you just think we're fucking crazy, you can comment that as well too, because trust me, you guys are actually not shy about that.
We've been wrong before, but I don't think we are in this case.
Well, wrong is subjective, right? Because this is my opinion. This is Mantis's opinion, right? We want to know your opinion. I don't think people are wrong for their opinions. If they're based in just truth of it, like this is your belief. Right. So, Maybe we are. Maybe I'm fucking crazy. We haven't ruled that out yet. I've not been tested. But let us know. Comment
Insurance will
down
pay for it. It's
below.
too expensive.
The fucking deductible, man. No.
It's bad.
Comment down below. Let us know what your feelings are on it. If you're waiting for Blade, if you also think Blade's just never going to happen, we're never going to get a reboot. We're done. We'll go through fucking Secret Wars, and we still have not gotten a Blade reboot.
The good thing about Blade 2, and this is the last thing, it has nothing like it can be its own thing. It doesn't have to be involved in the MCU at all. Like it could be its own thing, have nothing to do with any of it.
I would like it to show up as a mention somewhere, but also kind of be its standalone thing, right? Because it is going to be darker and more violent. So they mention this guy in whatever city they decide to do it in, and all that stuff, and like killing people, whatever. I'd like a little Easter egg mentions, but yeah, I feel like Blade, he's too cool for the MCU as far as just being a fucking violent, badass motherfucker.
Quite frankly, I think it would be better if the movies, if they do them, weren't involved at all in the MCU. Just keep them out of that cancerous whatever the fuck they're doing now with it. Just keep it separate, have it be its own thing, and have it be awesome. And whatever they fucking do in MCU, and because they're gonna fuck up Secret Wars. It's like their track record at this point in Phase 4 is just not good. So keep that shit out of there, in my opinion.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for us on this episode. We'll go ahead and wrap it on up. And until then, we will catch you on the next one.
Later. Thor says bye.